Member roles. My name is Jotsia, and I helped develop our initial idea through Sketch, also guided the catters through the design, and assisted in the research process.
My name is Jillian, and I was one of the main catters. I also assisted in the research process and helped with the bill of materials.
My name is Ian. I'm also one of the main catters, and I helped assist in the research process as well as the bill of materials.
Hi, my name is Ben. I helped to develop components. I assisted in research process and helped with the bill of materials.
Our process, basically, after we saw the video, we all came together for a discussion to understand our have gain more knowledge and understanding and see what we knew and what we needed to continue our research on. We also wanted to know what level we want to do because we want to set realistic goals. Last year we were all able to do more for the Bakers of Change, but this year we were kind of more time constraints. So we decided to go with level 1. Then we developed our research and we were asking questions based on the missing info we didn't know, on solving the unknown variables, and making sure our constraints and solutions were clear to everybody in our team. Then we brainstormed. We all shared one idea each. We came together and we made a list of pros and cons, and then collaboratively we chose one that we wanted to finalize our design on. And in Create, we made a sketch and then started putting it into CAD.
So as Jadzia mentioned, one of our first steps was doing the research on Z's conditions to see how we could best help him. And so we found that the main issues that our product needed to address is improving his use of vision and improving his motor skills. And we found that the main causes of some of these issues were his diagnosis of CVI, which is cortical visual impairment, which is a neurological condition that can lead to not being able to use his eyes very well and process information. And also cerebral palsy, which is a motor disability that affects his ability to use his arms very well.
Our rough sketches on the right, there is our initial sketch when we came and discussed as a group. And then on the left is a more defined and more accurate measure to have our measurements we want to do for when we proceeded to CAD. Our product name is the Z Machine. And these are our basic concept of the CAD design. We'll be going more into every aspects, but this is just overview for you guys to see.
And these are our engineering drawings. You can see some of the dimensions here. All the measurements are in inches. And as you can see, our total height is around 17 inches. Our total length is around 30 inches, and our width is 18 inches.
Yeah, and so the first part of the board is the rhythm game. So the rhythm game would involve the help of an adult. And what we hope to achieve with this rhythm game is improving his pattern recognition. We know that he loves and is good at repeating patterns on drums. And so we took that and we kind of incorporated it with the shapes. So we have a circle, a squircle, a triangle, a pentagon, and a heptagon. And so each of these would have a different sound, which both his parents and him can make a sound and he can replicate it. And we also hope that this element of sound and shapes will also help keep him engaged and to help improve his hand-eye coordination.
And then another activity we have on our design is similar to the rhythm game, and it is music association. It will allow Z to work with his interest, and it will play some of his favorite songs, being Wheel on the Bus and You Are My Sunshine through the speaker. And You Are My Sunshine and Wheels on the Bus, he'll have to choose whether it's the green button or the pink button. And it will allow him to make another choice after he learns to recognize the difference and connect what he's hearing to what he's seeing.
And so another part of this is the color switching ball. So inside the middle is a ball that lights up. And so the ball needs to be hit constantly in order to be activated. So the hope is that it will help foster movement with Z, because we know that he likes colors and light. And so if you hit a specific amount of times, it will change color. So for example, one spin is red and the other spin is yellow. And with this, we know that he prefers specific colors, and so that will hopefully help teach him how many times to hit the ball. He'll get that specific color that he likes.
So the next feature we have is the collapsible legs. And basically the legs are attached to hinges, which allow them to fold upwards and become more portable. And we wanted this so that the table could really be taken anywhere and that it would be more mobile instead of just being stuck in one place. And basically, we wanted it so it can connect with the floor, the wall, and his chair. And if you can see those poles on the front there, that's to help the table be able to hold itself up against the wall, and so that it can be used with any wall instead of having to place Velcro strips in just one place on a wall. And we also said that we could possibly in the future add attachments for his existing chair.
The contribution / impact it will have on Z, it will hopefully improve his hand-eye coordination. This is by encouraging him to use both sides of his body by hitting the buttons and the ball. It will also allow him for decision making. We want him to be a little bit more independent and have like a little bit more freedom. So there are 3 pixel sections he can choose from for this on the machine, and choosing between the wheels on the bus or You Are My Sunshine, as well as the color switching ball based on how many times he hits it. It can also be used with or without an adult. He can develop his motor skills while playing on his own, so not necessarily relying on someone else to be there the whole time. But the rhythm game is also best used with an adult who helps him develop patterns, and we know that's something that the family wants to incorporate in the design.
And then here's our bill of materials. So you can see some of the items that we have on our board as well. Such things as like the button with sound. So with like the music association game and the rhythm game. And then you can also see that the wooden legs that we have for the support, and other items like the battery powered lights that we want to put around our board, as well as black fabric that we might include in our future, some hinges, Velcro strips, some turf board, color changing ball like you see in our third activity, and a large glitter ball.
This would amount to around $117.43, putting us below the 150 maximum.
So some of our next steps, if we were to move forward with this project, would be possibly finding a way to make it actually attached to a wall to make it more secure and stable for Z. Also to include a blackout curtain, which was part of our original idea, but we couldn't find a way to incorporate it within the time constraints. And also whatever programming necessities would be needed with the rhythm game and the music association, as well as creating a prototype with the materials listed.
Lastly, Team Eastpeas would like to wish Z a happy birthday and congratulating him on turning 3 years old. Happy birthday, Z.
Happy birthday.
Thank you all for your time, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.